Hydration. I've been missing for like 3 months. 4 months? 3 months. 2 months. I don't remember. I've been missing for a while, point is. Please don't laugh at my hair. I know it looks bad. I'm gonna fix it eventually, I promise. Hi, how are you guys doing? Happy January 20th. I, for one, am having a great time. It is Inauguration Day, and it snowed this morning, so that's always good. I know I've been gone for a while. I know my channel looks like a mess. I'm gonna update all of it. It's gonna all be fine, probably. But today, I have an actual video to show you. Wow, look at me. I have a video on my channel that has my entire story of how I came out, or not came out, but figured out how I was non-binary. And then 2 months later, I came out as trans. So there is a small update for everyone. My pronouns have not changed, my name has not changed, nothing has changed. Except for the label on my gender, nothing has changed. I can't start tea right now, but I'm pretty set that I'm gonna go on it eventually. While I wait out the next couple of miserable years stuck in this awful body, I am going to slowly, one by one, tackle every, or almost every, point of dysphoria that I have. And I started with my voice because that's one of my main points of dysphoria. I hate my voice. It's awful. I hate it so much. I wanted to lower my voice pre-T, like as much as I could, and I think I made a pretty good amount of progress if you look back at some of my earlier videos. And over the past months, and over the amount of time that I've been gone, I have been slowly practicing to lower my voice as much as I possibly can to get it to where it is now. And honestly, there's only so far you can go without hormones as far as lowering your voice goes. So I think this is it for me till I go on T. But I feel like I did make some substantial progress. My voice is probably a lot lower and probably a lot more masculine, or at least I would think so, compared to what it used to be. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. I'm going to be showing you how to lower your voice pre-T because it is 100% possible. My voice does not sound 100% masculine, and that is fine for now. It's not ideal, but you know, you do what you can. But it definitely makes me feel a lot more confident, and definitely compared to what my voice was before, it's a big jump. Take it slow, be careful, and of course drink water. You see me drinking so much water in this video because it still tires me out a little bit to do for a long period of time, but you know, it works. You will eventually get used to speaking with a more masculine voice, and you can definitely go longer periods without tiring out your voice, but you just need to practice. It'll take time. So we'll start off with basic tips. Basic tip number 1, as you see me doing and what I just said, drink water. You will hurt yourself and your voice if you do not drink water. Like, please drink water. So always drink water, especially when you're first starting out. And take breaks, please take breaks. And just like singing, it always helps to warm up your voice. If you are a singer or have any experience singing, you will probably know how to do that. If you don't, you can look up some vocal exercises to kind of get your voice warmed up. It definitely helps, and it does not strain your voice as much when you do it warmed up. So now that you've done those, we can get into the actual technique of trying to lower your voice and sound more masculine. So I'm pretty sure almost everyone, or most people, have heard of you stretch your neck back while you hum and then you stretch it forward again. That doesn't work. I mean, it does work, but it typically doesn't last more than a couple of minutes. What I did to get my voice down this low was kind of take that same reason and just, instead of making it last for a couple minutes, try to make it last longer. My dog came to say hi. Look at him. Isn't he cute? Oh, you're my best friend. Oh, you're my best friend. Males and females will talk differently because they have different anatomy. To my knowledge, males typically have a larger larynx, so there's more space in their throat compared to females. So basically, the trick where, you hum and you stretch your neck back and then you stretch it back again, what you're doing is you're stretching out your vocal cords. You want to basically take that idea of stretching out your throat, your larynx, your vocal cords, just this whole part, and kind of just do it all the time. So instead of stretching them, because that'll only last a couple of minutes, as we see with the, tilt your neck back and stretch them technique, since that doesn't last long, what you're going to do instead of stretching them is you're going to kind of expand them. You're going to create more space in your throat, in your mouth, and in your larynx. Because cis men typically tend to have a larger larynx, so that's what you want to kind of mimic. So basically what I've been trying to do over the past couple of months, and what I'm still trying to do now, because it is a little bit tricky, is I try to raise my soft palate. Your soft palate is the squishy part on the back of the roof of your mouth. You want to try and raise that and open it a little bit more, and it's going to give you a more rounded out sound, kind of like this. This is a little bit exaggerated, but it's kind of going to give you that sound. And then you can tone it down to, however you want it to be. Another thing that you can do that I would do, but I didn't work as well as opening the soft palate up, was you can try to make this imitation or like do this voice that's very aloof and very kind of open and kind of exaggerated and kind of goofy. You're going to not pronounce your letters as harshly, and you're also going to exaggerate your vowels. So you're going to open your mouth or like open your vowels a lot. So it's going to kind of sound like this, and you kind of have to move your mouth around a lot to actually talk, but that's what it's going to kind of sound like. And you can kind of hear it in your voice that it gets all open in your throat, and then you can tone it down, and then you can practice from there. That's a little bit harder for me, but I probably will try to keep doing that, but for now, just opening the soft palate, that works for me. So those are two things that you can do to kind of open up the space in your throat and your larynx and stretch your vocal cords, and that's going to give you typically a lower voice, typically just a generally more masculine voice. A lot of AFAB people make the mistake of focusing on pitch when trying to lower their voice. Like, yes, you're lowering your voice, so obviously you want a lower pitch, but that's not all that you can focus on. That's not all that you should be focusing on. You should also focus on other aspects of your voice. This is me speaking with a more feminine voice, at relatively the same pitch as I was speaking at before. It's a little bit higher, but it's not that big of a difference. And if I went up to my normal voice, which was how I kind of spoke a couple years ago, and a couple months ago, before I started doing this, it's all the way up here. So one thing that you really want to avoid is talking from up here. Like I said, cis men and cis females have different anatomy. They talk differently. When cis males talk, the sound typically comes from down here in their chest, in their throat. And then when cis females talk, it actually comes from up here in their nasal region. So when I was, talking in a lower pitch, but still talking femininely, what I was doing was, instead of trying to resonate my voice in my chest, I was resonating it from up here. So it will sound kind of like this, really, really nasally. So this is how a cis female will talk. It probably sounds a little bit exaggerated and a little obnoxious right now, because it is exaggerated, but that's just so you can see the difference. I can feel vibrations right on the bridge of my nose, right on the sides. You can sometimes feel it over here, like under your eyes. So you want to avoid talking from up here as much as possible, which automatically is kind of going to force your voice. Like, if you want to stop talking up here, like in your nasal region, it's automatically going to force your voice to a lower pitch. But even now, I can still feel like vibrations up in my nasal region. So I still got to work on that. But automatically, by trying to avoid talking nasally and trying to project the sound from your chest, it's going to force your voice down and also get rid of that like nasal tang that most females have biologically. It is difficult. I know it's hard. It's not impossible though, so please don't get discouraged. It'll take time. It took me about 3 months-ish to get here, and I still have, some things I can work on. I don't think I can go any lower, but I still have some things to work on. Like I said, my voice still coming from my nasal region and things like that. Maybe start out like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, like at the very minimum, like once a day, until you start to get used to kind of pushing your voice that far. If you realize that your voice is getting sore or like your throat is getting sore, stop. A lot of people think that when your throat gets sore after you sing or after you like practice something with your voice, it means, oh, my voice is getting a good workout, I'm working those muscles. No, that's not what it means. It means you've hurt or strained your voice. So if you feel sore or anything like that, stop. Like, just stop. Take a break. Stop. My dog wishes you good luck. I wish you good luck. So again, don't get discouraged. Don't give up. I know you can do it. And with that said, I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Say bye, Keanu.